sandblasting my parts. I have epoxy primer on there I'm trying to get off my stainless steel. Running about 80 psi. See if I can do it one-handed. Pretty good. Take care. Alright, I got all the brackets to hold my walkboards on sandblasted. You can see there's a couple of them. More to go. Thanks. Time to sandblast the nuts and bolts so the paint will have a little bit of texture to stick to on my stainless steel. Off we go. As you can see, we have before and after. Now we got a nice smooth but dull finish on there that the paint will stick to. That's just sand. I'm using about 80 grit at about 80 pounds psi. Actually, if I held it still, it'd probably eat right through them. So I got to keep it moving. Alright, sorry about the roar. But I got the paint booth on. See, I got all my parts cleaned, sandblasted and cleaned, degreased, so they're getting ready to take paint. Got a really nice texture on them. Real light sandblast texture. The paint ought to grab real good. Well, actually primer and then paint. This is torch marks. Up here, the dark, not grease. Alright. Now we can go outside and get back and do some woodwork. Woohoo! Back outside. I put the handrail up on top of my bridge supports before I started chiseling holes just to check my layout. Everything come out pretty decent. If you go by the center mark, it pretty much goes right up the center. And remember, I got them set smaller so I can undercut right here and down. That way I'll have my overhang. So they all line up pretty good, pretty close to center. Even the end one does pretty good. Now you see a little gap underneath. Apparently the handrail, when I had it leaning against the fence unsupported, it sagged a little bit in the middle. See here, it's touching, and these tongues are a little bit long. But if it sagged a little bit, just sitting there, it'll sag back, so I'll be able to clamp it and pull it tight. See, I got a little gap, but everything's good to go, and we can get this off of here, start chiseling away. Oh yeah, I forgot my tripod today, so you'll be riding a sawhorse. Let's get this off. Yeah, got on the lathe the other day and made up a new chisel mallet. Of course, I put my initials on it so nobody'd steal it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Razor knife, paring chisel, mortise chisel. See how much fatter that is than a standard chisel in the angle. This sucker's made to get some wood out of there and knock the chips out. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is take my razor knife, and you got to watch the grain real careful. Here the grain is on that direction, so you want to cut the grain. So I'll take my razor knife and go around the perimeter like that and across the end grain to make sure the grain's cut. Then I'll come back with my paring chisel and make that cut deeper. And then I'll come back with my mortise chisel and start taking some wood out. Turn you back on when I get it started. You got to see the size of this woodchuck on the side of the hill. See if I can hurry up. That thing is bigger than a small child. Alright, let's get started. See how long you stay on the sawhorse before you fall off. First cut, I'm going to back cut a little bit to give the chip some place to go. Now I can go for depth. Boo! In case you haven't noticed, right underneath where this video was posted on my channel, there's another video right under it with my big mug on it, and I'm having a 200 sub giveaway. So, get in on it. Putting a pretty good swat on the chisel. See, it don't mess around. See, this mortise chisel is actually built heavy with a backbone so you can pry out the chips like that. Now we'll get this end cut straight down. You can see I'm just kind of roughing it out, and then I'll come back. That's pretty decent. I'll come back on the edges right here and trim it up with the paring chisel. So I'll turn you back on when I get her a little deeper. Pretty quick for a minute or two. Alright, as you can see, I got it roughed out. Full depth I went about 2.5 inches. Didn't come out too bad. Now I'll shave down the sides, get them nice and straight, clean out the rubble, and off we go. Oh, that little chip there, I popped that up when I was flipping chips out. I saved it. We'll glue it back on. No biggie. Alright, turn you back on when I get her cleaned up. Got her all cleaned up. Not too bad. I got to get that chip glued back in there before I lose it. There, it slides in nice. Looks pretty straight up and down. I went about 2.5 inches. I think I said that. And then what I'll do is on my handrail, I'll cut those all at 2.5 inches. Most of them are just right at 2.5 or just a hair under. So 17 more to go. That's all. And I'll be done. Alright, I got the first one all hand mortised out. Got the romantic part of it out of my system and moved over to a little bit more modern system. There you go. Use the drill. I bulked out the holes. I still got a lot of hand chiseling to do, but you know what? Geppetto has left the building. So I got them all bulked out, roughed out. Now I just got to come back with the two or three chisels and square them all up nice and pretty. All the way down. You know, I got a time limit, so. But I thought what's pretty cool is I come over and just out of curiosity took a look at the old one. I'm not sure if you can see down in there. I'll try to get some light on the subject. Let me see. You look down in there real close, they did the same darn thing 100 years ago. You can see the drill marks down in the bottom of the mortise. They probably used a brace, but you know, back then the drill motors were about the size of a tank, if they had them. I'm not even sure. So I'll carry on. I'll show you when I'm done. Have a good one. Alright, I got over half of them done. They come out pretty decent. This one here has got a little woodgy, but it'll be covered. Pretty decent. Nice and straight down. Nice and square. So I'm kind of running out of daylight. I want to see if I can get this video up tonight. So I'm just going to go ahead and catch this, and then I'll finish those up. And then tomorrow I'll be working on the handrail. Man, that cedar's pretty, isn't it? Make a nice beam in my house. Well, so there we go. A little bit more progress. I got a bunch of sandblasting done, ready for paint. Getting my mortises. There's my beautiful handrail. I will have some repairs on that. I can see this end has got the end knocked off of it. Sloping down, it's supposed to be up here with a little square. I'll show you the other end real quick. I have to put a cap on that and recarve it. See how this doesn't have the angle? It comes out and in a nice little angle. So there's a repair. I got a little bit of rot right here and up underneath there a little bit. So I'll probably router this out and laminate some wood in there, cedar. Other than that, it's in pretty good shape. See, it just doesn't have the pizzazz. Actually, it comes up here like a nice rounded slope. Then it gets cut off, then undercut. So I have to do that repair, but that'd be one of the last things I do before it gets ready for paint. A little bit of rot right there, but it's shallow. I'll probably cut in and put a little piece of 3/4 in there, or 1/2 inch. So trying to get it done. See if we can get this up tonight. Y'all play nice.